This right here is my 20-foot long car trailer that I only paid $1,200 for. I've had this car trailer for a little over a year and it has been a very great trailer, but it's not in the best shape and it really deserves an ultimate makeover. The trailer fenders are all beat up, the paint is fading, the wood is starting to rot, the ramps are in awful shape. The bones of this trailer is in good shape, it's really just the aesthetics of it that needs a lot of love. And I want to build it out to be a little bit more useful for my line of work. There are certain things about it that just make it kind of frustrating to work on and use. So let me give you the quick rundown of everything about this trailer and what we need to fix. We're going to start up in this front section and work our way back. This right here is a trailer jack, and as you can see, it is broken. It's falling apart. I can wiggle this whole trailer. Need to add that to the list when you need a new one of those. This winch came with the trailer when I bought it. I believe it's a 10,000 pound winch and it works great. I did have to do a little bit of work to it. I had to replace some of the cables because they were all falling apart and breaking. Right here you can see how bad a shape they were in. They were definitely falling apart. I went ahead and replaced those cables already and it's all working great again. This button, however, is a little finicky. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And the reason it's falling apart and getting a lot of wear and tear is because it's not covered. This Florida weather is really giving it a beating, so we really need to have a box to cover it. These winches are expensive, so we really want to keep this thing in good shape. Moving along the side of the trailer, the rails are in pretty good shape. If you look down it, they are a little bent up, but this thing is probably 10 plus years old, so really not too bad considering its age. But if we look at the fenders, both sides are in terrible shape. They are all bent up. Looks like I got hit a few times and spray painted on. They're also super thin. I can bend this with one hand. These honestly need cut out and replaced with something different. When I bought this trailer, I bought new tires for it all the way around. They're still in pretty good shape. This one tire, however, is starting to go a little bit bald, so that is something we need to put on the list as well. Replace that tire and maybe add a spare tire somewhere on this trailer. Just in case I have a blowout on a long drive, we want to make sure I have an extra tire, not stranded on the side of the road. Looking down the right side of the trailer, you can see the rails are in a little bit straighter shape, but towards the end back here, you can see it starts to bend a little bit. Maybe we can fix that, but it's not a super big deal. Same thing with this fender over here, and it's in a little bit better shape, but it still honestly needs a full replacement. Tires and rims are in really good shape on this side. Don't have to worry about those for right now. Now to talk about the thing I really hate about this trailer, and that is the ramps. These ramps are about 50 pounds each, and they don't have anywhere to put them. I usually just throw them up on the deck and then strap them down, that way they don't fall off, but they really need their own personal place. Because once I load a vehicle on this trailer, there's really nowhere to put them. I've even scratched vehicles by accident trying to load these things back on the trailer. Just nowhere to put them, so we need to figure out a place for them. Looks like this trailer originally had slide out ramps. I don't believe these ramps are original for the trailer because, as you can see, they are a bit wider than these guides called for. I want to make it so these ramps store underneath the trailer again, so we either have to widen these guides back out or make completely new ramps, which these ramps are in the best shape, but it's a lot of metal, can get expensive, so we'll figure out that plan once it comes to it. And lastly, let's talk about this deck and what shape it's in. For the most part, it's in decent shape. It really doesn't need completely replaced, but there is a few boards, mainly on this left side, that are starting to fall apart and they really need replaced. So maybe 4 or 5 boards total that needs replaced. And then maybe in the future, we can work on replacing the rest of them. My goal is to rebuild this thing on a tight budget, show off to you guys that you can get a cheap trailer on Facebook Marketplace and rebuild it and save a lot of money instead of buying brand new. I have a lot of cutting, welding, fixing to do. Let's start with these fenders. Get those off. New fenders are on and I'm not sure how much I like them. I'm pretty sure it will look better once I add some backing to it or just something behind the wheels. I also need to add some new attachments down here, figure that out. Next thing I'm gonna weld on is tie downs around the whole trailer. I don't have any tie downs on this trailer. So what I have been doing is just mounting it to the railings, and I just don't feel super safe doing that. So we're gonna add some proper tie down mounts around the whole trailer. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all welded on. Next to install is this spare tire mount. It's gonna go right here somewhere. Just gonna weld it on. Went ahead and picked this thing up for $40 on Marketplace. Pretty good deal. This is a box I'm gonna use to protect the winch. I'm gonna have to cut some holes in it, drill some holes in the bottom, and also have enough room to store the battery in here. We'll see. Gonna cut some holes in it first. Unfortunately, the battery does not fit in there, so I'm gonna have to buy a separate battery box for right up here. There's plenty of room up here. I just prefer to have it all in one box. That way I don't have to worry about locking everything up. But I can use the rest of this room in here to store straps, tools, whatever I need for this trailer. All good. Battery box. Install it right there, I guess. Got a pretty good deal for these ramps. They are aluminum, a lot lighter, and the correct size needed for this trailer. They're 6 feet long and almost the exact same size as this railing. I do need to widen it just a little bit. Time to paint this whole trailer. I'm going to use 2 layers of paint. The first layer is going to be Eastwood's Rust Encapsulator. I use this for all my rusty projects and really just bare metal. After that's all painted on, I'm going to go over it with some bed liner. For this, you can brush it on, roll it on, or spray it on. For this trailer, I think I'm going to spray it. All you have to do is reduce it down a little bit and should be able to spray this whole thing. All the lights wired up, side marker lights, all those working. Turn signals hooked up, all brand new wires, and even I installed a switch. When I turn that on, a bunch of white lights will appear. That way, if I'm loading a car at night, I'll be able to see, which is a big issue. And I think this looks really cool. I have another switch here that is going to be for an air compressor. I have this extra air compressor that's been sitting around because it's not very pretty, but it works. And I think I can install it right in here. That way, if I need to pump up a tire, I can be able to switch it on and pump up a flat tire. And with that last sticker installed, this trailer is now complete again. Adding my logo right to the center of the trailer really just made this perfect. It looks so good. And it really fits the vibe of the rest of the trailer. I printed out that logo and painted it myself. That really didn't cost me any money. I'm gonna go ahead and break down the cost of this trailer and what it took to get it to this state right here. I'm also gonna list everything in my description, so if you see anything that you like or it's a good deal, you can check it out there. Also keep in mind that I found some of this stuff on Facebook Marketplace for a little bit cheaper, so prices may vary. The ramps I got on Marketplace for around $180. I went ahead and just completely redid the deck with new wood, and that cost $230. Figured might as well just get it out of the way right now. Didn't really want to go back in a couple months and fix the rest of it, so just go ahead and do that right now. Both the fenders needed replaced, and that was $120 for the fenders, and then I also added inner lining that brought it up to around $180 total for the fenders. The new front trailer jack was $40. New tires were $128. The bed liner was also $128, and the two boxes, the one that holds my winch and the one that holds the battery, was $60 for both of those. And also some little things like the winch supplies and the lights and some of the stuff I needed to hook up the compressor. All of that together was around $110. So this trailer complete right now is a little bit over $2,200 as is. Looking on Facebook Marketplace, something similar to this is going for right around $35,000 to $4,000 to $5,000. Plus none of those trailers have a winch or a compressor or any of the other extra goodies I have on this trailer. So overall, I think it was a very good deal to rebuild this trailer myself. Save a couple $1,000s, and in the end, I have a very nice trailer that is actually better than buying brand new. Let me know what you think in the comments, anything that you would change, anything that you would add to this trailer. Everything I use is linked in my description. You can check that out. Also, if you have an Instagram, you can check me out there. I post a lot of behind the scenes on my current projects and what I'm working on that week. You can check me out there if you want to. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what you want to see me rebuild next. Bye.